The second type of control structure is the switch case. Unlike the instruction if, the switch case is destined for conditions with many branches. It doesn't operate on logical conditions true or false, but on whole number values, so byte, short, int, characters, enums which you haven't heard of yet but you will, as well as on strings from Java 7. Imagine a situation where, depending on the disk inserted into the CD player, the program will have to respond by displaying the correct information. Of course, you could do it by using a complex construction if-else, but ideally we prefer to use the switch construction. To the variable disk, we can assign any string of characters. Then, thanks to the switch instruction, we can display the adequate information depending on the type of disk inserted into the CD player. After the word switch, in brackets, we put the variable or the value on the basis of which the program is to make further decisions. In this case, the virtual machine tries to match the variable disk's value to one of the values mentioned after the word case. The word break stops the execution of further instructions in the switch block. It should appear after every single case block of instructions. If you forget about it, the instructions from the rest of the switch construction will be executed as well. Let's see how this program works. And now, if I remove the break statement, found DVD disk is also printed in the console. The word default indicates the default behavior if none of the values mentioned above do not match. You can compare it to the block else in a construction if-else, if-else. Since it is the last instruction in our switch construction, we do not need to worry about stopping the execution, and we can omit the instruction break.